in like 20 minutes. He was like, I'm done.
Who did he go versus you in squads? Who did he go versus you in squads?
He went Aegis.
Oh, he didn't go triple random?
No, he actually went his actual characters. I didn't even see the Byleth, but I saw the Aegis and the core. And
it was a wishful thought. Well, if it's one matchup that Puppeh knows, I think it's Fox.
And it's even ZD's color as well. That's the funniest part, is Puppeh can close his eyes for ZD's on the other side of that setup and just go to town. I mean, I'm not sure what the record is, but it's certainly substantial to say the least, that's for sure. He's gotten some good wins on ZD before. Those who don't know, our resident top player in Maryland, our Fox player ZD. And right now, Puppeh putting in the work, and as you said, showing that mastery of the matchup.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see why we went to Battlefield. We never see a Battlefield start, like ever. We usually see a small Battlefield or even just a PS2, but so far, Puppeh just really asserting dominance with the Squirtle. This is what Squirtle does best. Now, I always like to talk about this with PTs. A lot of the times, PT players would switch at this point because they're looking at their opponent's percent 108. This is an easy IV up air, but Puppeh is one of those players where they hold on to Squirtle as long as possible, and they look at their opponent's weight, and they're looking at their opponent's percent as well.
It's so important because you have to understand the strengths and weaknesses of each character. Squirtle is so hard to hit.
Yep.
It is an evasive, fast little nugget of a character, and I love Squirtle so much. But man, if you're fighting Squirtle, how do you hit that little boy?
It's very true, especially because Fox is definitely one of those fast faller weights, which is, kind of ideal conditioning for Squirtle, jab blocks, all of these, trips across the stage that Gale has been going on. It's just so hard to get out of because Puppeh is so precise. The back air, okay, illusion, gonna go for it again. Good on Gale for not panicking either off stage, just taking the time, but the fair might actually just, unfortunately, be the wrong option.
You can saw that just the drop down fair, maybe a little bit of a misinput, not quite sure, but Puppeh's there to punish any and all regrabs, as you saw decisively, and the only way, or the only time Puppeh switched off was just to secure that first stock with Ivysaur, and just went back to Squirtle. So this is and this isn't even Puppeh's ace character. All the PTs have a specialty. Puppeh's is Zard, and we have not seen it in action at all until now.
There it is, right on
now.
cue. Here we go, though. Up throw coming out by Gale. I just feel like they may need to shoot the gun just a little bit more. There it is.
Hey, speaking of.
Yeah, oh my god, we're just calling things out as we see it. Maybe just go for the commits a little bit more, but this is where Zard kind of shines best at that 130, 140 mark. I feel like Gale was looking for the up air, which is the correct choice, but the Nair to shield looking pretty good right now. All you need is a hard read. Unfortunate.
Not quite getting it. That back air. That's a 3 stock from Puppeh. Does not even care. Brutal.
Honestly, just
everyone did great indeed.
Honestly, yeah. That was a great.
That was a team play.
I feel like we didn't see Ivysaur as much.
He did one edge guard, got the stock, and honestly,
that was it. You did one.
That's it.
There's 3 stocks. You got one of them. You did it.
And hey, it wasn't for a long time, but Ivysaur was great.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair.
I agree. But yeah, once again, Puppeh is always going to hit that back air. You just know it. You're always going to hit that back air. It was perfectly angled. If you guys don't know by now from watching PT, the tip of the tail where the little flame is the strong spot.
Indeed.
It is, and it will KO you early. I saw a Samus die to 2 back airs. Earlier on stream, it was Soar who hit 2 back airs, and they were dead at 78.
Fair enough.
What do you think about Hollow Bastion bringing Squirtle to a stage with a long side platform?
You gotta be careful because Squirtle can just keep you moving along that platform, but at the same time, if you're Fox, if you can find the positioning, you can sit in that center stage, limit the amount of approaches, and the problem is you got to get to center stage first, and that's unfortunate start for Gale. Stock on in 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of just uncertainty off the side of the stage as well. But once again, this is what I'm kind of nervous about, just because Hollow Bastion has a really long bottom platform, and what Squirtle capitalizes off of is just taking you from one side of the stage to the other. But the fine with Puppeh!
Sweet spot. This is a blink and you miss it match, Lyric. We are 45 seconds in, and Gale is on the ropes.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'm interested to see how long Ivysaur is going to come out, or if Puppeh is going to try and do the Pokemon trainer thing where you get a kind of insanely early stock. But so far, Gale just trying to fight back as best as possible. But looking for the Nair back throw.
Almost found it.
Yeah, it almost had the fly too, but that's actually going to be a stock. Unfortunate. Yeah, the trading of the hitbox just didn't feel natural, I think, for Puppeh, and that was just kind of it. Pivot grab, going for the up air, not going to be able to take it. That was a good attempt at the drill by Gale. I think that was smart, but it still just gives Puppeh the opportunity to continue this edge guard and continue, honestly, the slaughter.
Oh, you can see that Puppeh's just easing up for something, just kind of waiting a little bit more, being more careful, waiting for such a big overextension that he just ended instantly. And sure enough, just running up smash. Fox is a light boy, and he's a gone boy, sure enough, because 2-0, courtesy of Puppeh.
Yeah, very, very true. Very, very quick as well. Once again,
That was lightning quick game, too.
I just feel like Puppeh was like looking for the up air and then just couldn't find it. And it's just like, you know what? Let me just throw out the Zard. It's just better. And then boom. But we have another player stepping up to the bat that I haven't seen in a while. I actually think this is their first American tournament back in since post quarantine, and that's Black Twins.
Oh, yes. Black Twins was in my squads pool earlier today. Got to see them in action, and this is a familiar face to people that have been following